Bonjour and welcome to Cooking with Madame. Today we're going to be making a quiche Lorraine. So a quiche is well, in the United States lots of people think it's a breakfast dish, but actually in France most people eat it for lunch or for dinner. But it is a delicious egg bake, and we're even going to make a homemade crust. So the crust we're going to make is a very classic crust. It's called a pâte brisée. And in order to make a pâte brisée, we're going to need 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, 8 tablespoons of cold butter, and then 3 to 4 tablespoons of ice water. So what I did is I measured out 4 tablespoons of water and I added a few ice cubes here just to make sure that it's really cold. So my first step is to just dump in my flour, my salt, and my sugar into my food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, that's okay. You can still make this dish with your hands. The first thing that you would need to do is just put it into a bowl and just mix it up. Just whisk it at first for a little bit. Okay, so that's the first step, is to just kind of put those things, put the flour and the salt and the sugar together and just mix it. Now I'm going to add the cold butter. Now I cubed my butter like in these types of pieces just to help it incorporate better. I recommend that you do the same. So we're going to start by putting 1/2 of the butter in. Whoopsies. All right. And I'm going to pulse it a few times. And now I'm going to add the rest of the butter. And repeat. Now, I really don't want to pulverize the butter completely. I'd still like to have some chunks of butter in there. So I'm going to look in here. So I still have some chunks. That's really good. That is great. Okay. Now I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of my cold water. And I'm going to pulse again. Now I add a little bit more. Just bit by bit. Looking for the right consistency. Ooh, it's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see in here, but there's like big chunks of butter. I'm just going to add a little bit more because I really want it to be able to stick together. Okay, lesson learned. Don't stick your fingers in a blender with a metal blade in it because I cut my finger. That's okay. I won't make that mistake again. I should have done it with my spatula. Anyway, I'm going to keep going here, adding a bit more of my cold water until my dough comes together. I removed my blade from my food processor. Now I can stick my fingers in. And when I put my fingers in and I pinch the dough together, do you see how it stays together? That means that my dough is ready. So I'm going to dump it on my clean work surface. Get all of it in there. Great. Now, I really don't want to knead the dough. I'm just going to kind of shape it together in a ball. See how it sticks together? That's good. Now I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap. Now I'm just going to cover it with a little bit of flour on the top and around. And then I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap. Like so. And I'm just going to press it down into a disc. Just like this. not too much. And now the pâte brisée is going to go in the refrigerator to chill for at least an hour. All right, I just took my pâte brisée out of the refrigerator. Well, actually, I took it out about 25 minutes ago. And I'm just kind of warming the edges a little bit with my hands. And now I'm going to roll it out on a floured surface. You can see all of the chunks of butter that are in there. That's really good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on the top and on the side here, down here. I'm gonna flour my rolling pin as well. I'm gonna start by beating it down a bit. As it falls apart, I can just kind of push it together. You can also check to make sure it's not sticking, and if it's sticking at all, just add some more flour underneath. Roll it up over my rolling pin and transfer it into my pie plate. Gently, I'm going to press it in there. All right, so it's in my pie plate, and I'm just going to take kind of my finger like this, and I'm just going to try to make it look a little bit prettier by pinching it just a smidge around my finger. So it's a little wonky, but that's okay. I don't need it to be perfect. Now I'm going to put it in the freezer for a half an hour. While my pâte brisée is chilling in the refrigerator, I'm going to start preparing what I need for the inside of my quiche Lorraine. So quiche Lorraine has bacon, onion, Parmesan, and Gruyere cheese on the inside. It's really tasty. I turn my stove on to medium heat. Now I'm just going to let it crisp up. While my bacon is starting to get warmed up and crisping up, I'm going to cut my onion. And I'm going to shred my Gruyere cheese. This cheese is kind of expensive, and I don't expect everybody to purchase it. If you want to try it, it's really tasty. Otherwise, you could always just use American Swiss as well. So you can see the bacon is starting to crisp up a little bit, but it still looks really fatty. That's okay. What we're doing is we're actually cooking the fat out of the bacon. This is what we call rendering the fat. So eventually this is going to start getting smaller and smaller, and then the bacon grease is going to be left in the pan. And that's what we're going to saute the onions in. All right, this is looking pretty good. It's almost the desired crispiness. You can see that a lot of that fat has melted off. That's what we're going to cook the onion in. Make sure that you're cooking this over medium heat. Otherwise, bacon will burn really easily if it's too hot. Now, when you get it to your desired crispness, and you might think mine looks a little bit burned, but I like it really crispy. But to each their own, right? Okay, now I've got a plate and some paper towel laid aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my bacon on the paper towel. And now I'm going to cover it with another paper towel and just kind of sop up some of that grease. All right, now my remaining bacon fat, I'm just going to throw the onions in right here, right now, and cook them up. Now I'm just going to cook these onions until they're transparent. The onions have been cooking for about 1.5 minutes, and you can see they're browned from the bacon grease. They smell really good, and they're nice and bubbly. Almost done. Okay, so I had a little bit of camera trouble, so I'm going to have to fill in where things got cut out. So I took my pâte brisée out of the freezer. It had been in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and I blind baked it. What that means is I put a layer of tin foil in my pie crust when it was empty, and then I filled it with just a bunch of rice, and I baked it for 10 minutes. When 10 minutes was up, I took it out of the oven. I just pulled up the whole piece of tin foil, and then I dropped all of the leftover rice into a bowl. I'm gonna use this later, probably to make some chicken and rice, honestly. But then I went and sprinkled in my bacon. So I chopped that up, crumbled it, and laid that on the bottom. And then I put in my onions, my sauteed onions, and then finally I sprinkled it with the Parmesan cheese and the Gruyere cheese. Now I'm ready to make my egg mixture. I'm going to add 4 eggs. So this is only 3. I'm going to do the 4th one here. This I'm making the inside filling for my quiche. So I've got 4 eggs. To the eggs, I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. You can add 2 cups of heavy cream, but honestly, it's just extra calories that I really don't need. It's not so healthy for you, so I'm going to do 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of cream. Put that in. And now I'm going to do just a pinch of nutmeg, a couple sprinkles of that, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a good grind of black pepper. Now I'm going to whisk this all up. I set my pie pan on a baking sheet. This is just going to help in case anything flows over so it doesn't mess up your oven. I've got all of my eggs and cream, my nutmeg, my salt, my pepper, all whisked up in here. And now I'm just going to pour it over my cheese and bacon and onion mixture. Okay. I've got a little left over, and that's fine. I can just bake that separately. I'm just going to pull that quiche out of the oven. Ooh. Looks yummy. My quiche has been cooling for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out and try a bite. Yummy. Look at that. It came out perfectly. I'm really excited about it.